Okay, so can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in previous class we have studied something about the CSS, and we learned how where we can use CSS or why we need CSS, and we also learn about the syntax of CSS. How can we create the CSS for our HTML pages, and also we learn about the CSS selectors, and those selectors were tag or element selectors, class selectors, ID selector, and we also learn about grouping the selector. How can we group the different selectors and all those? So, so uh, while talking about those selectors, we talked about the tag selector, and we for the tag selector we only put the tag name directly and give the CSS. And for the class selector we give dot symbol before the class name and start writing the CSS. And for the ID selector we put hash symbol before the ID, before the name of the ID, and we put the CSS after that. And we also talked about we can even group the selectors like this, so that the same CSS can be applied to multiple tags or multiple classes or IDs and all those. So we can even group by separating separating by comma. And we learn about CSS comments. The CSS comments are same as comment in C, that is slash asterisk and asterisk slash. It will be multi-line by default. And we have talked about the techniques that we can insert CSS into our HTML page. So there are altogether 3 techniques. What are those 3 techniques to insert HTML or to put HTML in our, sorry, to put CSS in our HTML page? What are those 3 techniques? Can anybody tell me? What are the 3 ways that we can use to put CSS in our HTML page or to link CSS in our HTML page?
Inline styles,
Inline style sheet, yes. One is
internal style,
internal style is second, and the
or embedding style sheets.
embedding
Embedded
and internal are same.
external
Third one
style.
is external. The third one is external. External. So that means what we did yesterday is I have shown you one inline style where we can write the style like this within the HTML tag. With the HTML tag, see, I write the style with the HTML div. I write the same style for the paragraph, but I write like this in the p tag, and so this is called the inline styles. Inline styles. And the next is internal styles. Internal style means you put different HTML over there and you write CSS in the head portion like this. Head portion, you give you take the selectors and you write the CSS like this, but that will be in your head portion. So you need to define within styles in head. So this was the second technique. And the third one is the external styles. External styles mean you do similar, but the thing is you do not write CSS over the same page. You write to different style sheet like this style.css, and you just link it. So the style.css would be like this, where you put the CSS, and that will be linked to our page like this, linked rel style sheet, and in href you give the path to that CSS file, the complete path to that CSS file. Is that all good? So this was just the revision that we did yesterday. So now today we will learn how can we use different CSS. There are so many CSS techniques or styles that you can apply to your web page or to your HTML page. So let's start with colors. How can we apply different colors in our HTML? So let's make one new file and save it as color-demo.html, something like that. I have saved it as color-demo.html, and let's write color demo in title, and I'll write some heading. For example, hello world in H1. I'll write hello world in H1. I'll write some lorem ipsum text in paragraph, and okay, this much for now. Or let's put another paragraph as well with another lorem ipsum text. So let's give some class for this H1. Let's leave it H1 itself. For P, let's give class to green. My class it should be any name, class ko name. Let's give blue for this. मैले एउटालाई green भनेर दिएँ, एउटालाई blue भनेर दिएँ class name चाहिँ. Now I'm going to write the CSS for this. म के color दिन खोज्छु अथवा के CSS लेख्छु. So there are particularly 3 ways मैले भनिसकेँ. You can even write like this style or something. यही लेख्न पनि सक्छ. This is internal, sorry, inline. And you can even put internal styles in head, or external you can write to the different CSS file. But for now, for the easiness, सजिलोको लागि म के गर्छु भने I'll write CSS as internal CSS लेख्छु है म चाहिँ. I'll write here in style, किनभने तिमीलाई सजिलो हुन्छ यो पेजको स्टाइल यही रहेछ भनेर बुझ्नको लागि. I'm not writing external. You can do if you want है. External गर्न मन लाग्यो भने you can write to another CSS file and just link it. अब म अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ I'll write over here. के लेख्छु त म भन्दाखेरि let's select H1. H1 लाई चाहिँ म के दिन्छु भने I'll give color to red, or there are some other names as well, or even you can give color in color code है. म कुनै पनि जस्तै tomato भन्ने color होला. So this is just the name है, just the name of the color है. Let's run this in the browser. So it's almost red, tomato red है. So मैले tomato भनेर color दिएँ H1 लाई. So it became like this. You can see the color. This is the tomato red. So I gave the color name tomato, or you can even give red. If you give red, it will be like this, the red color. So anything you want. H1 like दिएको मैले. So it will select this one and give that color. So color means the text color. We write color colon the value. So this is the key, this is the value. So, or you can even say property and value. So color is the property, tomato is the value. So color value you give it. So if you select dot green, because it is class, not paragraph. We are selecting class now. You thought H1 भनेको त tag थियो. I just select H1. तर green भनेको त हाम्रो के भयो? It's the class. So I did dot green, and then let's give color to anything green, or there are some other as well, just a light green. You can give light green. If you give light green, then it will be something like this, you can see. Or you can even give green.
Hello, sir.
हजुर,
You say last week.
के भइरहेछ? के भइरहेछ? ब्रेक भइरहेछ मेरो साउन्ड? नन स्पिकिङ, कोही बोल्दैन त?
हैन सर, भिडियो चाहिँ उ भइरहेछ, अड्किरहेछ,
ल्याग भइरहेछ.
भिडियो पुरै ल्याग छ सर.
कोड टाइप गरे कि यहाँ राम्रोसँग थाहा हुँदैन.
Okay, I'll just close sharing and start again. Actually, फेरि प्रब्लम भयो भने भन है. I'll join with my data pack. Otherwise, but it should work. अहिले can you see the screen?
Yes sir.
We're talking about this. So we select the dot green. Dot green means the class green we selected, and we put the color to green. So that means when you refresh the page, you see these texts are in green now. These are in green text. That means it came from this class.
Sir, screen नै सेयर भइरा छैन.
माइक्रोप्रोसेसर हुन्छ.
Okay. Can you see now? Januka, I think you were asking. देखा छ स्क्रिन? अरूले के छ, प्रब्लम छ? छैन. क्लियर नै छ कि के छ ल भन त ल.
Yes, sir.
हेरौँ है सो we selected green हैन हामीले green color चाहिँ select गर्यो then we just apply color to green so it became green color यहाँ हेर यो green color मा भयो text or for the last one let's select the blue class dot blue and let's give color to blue or you can even change it to some other kind of blue like dozer blue or something you name of the color you don't need to uh, you don't need to remember this हैन यो color को name because we can even use the color code है यो blue एउटा आयो नि or you can simply take put it as blue ल see the blue color text so you can see these colors came from the color property of the css को color property बाट आइराखेको छ so if you do not do like this and simply select p and give some color like blue so it will be applied to both of the paragraphs at once यो class सँग हामीले relate गरेनौ what we did applied color blue to all p tags that means both of these paragraphs will be of blue color now see both of these are of blue colors now what we did we selected from the class and applied a different color for both of the paragraphs so anything that you can do is that all clear but the color can be applied in many ways right? Color can be applied in many ways that means one is the color name but all colors will not have color name सबै color को name हुँदैन for example green might also be of thousands type of green थोरै पिक्सेलले डिफरेन्स गरेर पनि green color चाहिँ फरक बनाएको हुन सक्छ so there are particularly 3 or 4 techniques to name the color to give the color name number 1 is the color name हामी डाइरेक्टली color name नै दिन्छौं for example tomato green blue भनेर दियौं another one is the RGB value RGB भनेको चाहिँ you give the value for the red green and blue for example मैले यो blue को चाहिँ कलर दिने बेलामा if I give this in RGB यो दिने टेक्निक हेर है RGB हुन्छ then inside the bracket you give the value for red value for green value for blue RGB यसरी हुन्छ so if you want to give blue दिने हो भने 0,0,255 हुन्छ this will be the complete blue because the value will range from 0 to 255 है value चाहिँ 0 देखि 255 सम्म range हुन्छ and you need to provide value for red value for green and value for blue all those so red र green लाई 0 गरेर if you put blue 255 भयो भने it will be blue color see it is not changed if you want to put red color what you can do 255 yes
यहाँ एकजना स्टुडेन्टले यहाँ उस गर्न के अरे जोइन गर्न मिलेन भनेर छन् जोइन गरिदिनु पर्यो मैले इन्भाइट गर्दा भएन र
जानुका was there before अघि भर्खरसम्म देख्दै थिएँ मैले
ओ लाइन गइराख्छ सर हाम्रो यता त्यही भएर खासै छैन
so where from where can I approve कहाँबाट एप्रुभ गर्ने हो I don't know
हजुरले इन्भाइट गर्दा हुन्छ होला के सर मैले इन्भाइट गर्दा भएन का
भाइ so shall I search गर्ने हो कि how can I invite
हजुर त्यहाँ माथि त्यही टाइप नाम मा त्यहाँ सर्च गर्नु न हजुर
see I think I have done la boys la invite कहाँबाट हो तिमी from where you are
त्यहाँ सर्च गर्नु न सर जानुका भनेर हान्नु त नाम आउँछ
I have this मैले गरिसकेँ
भयो गरे सर थ्यांक यू
okay la fine so where we were talking about the colors right so you can give colors like this color RGB 25500 that means it will give 255 for red 0 for green 0 for blue that means it will be the red color see when you open this in browser it will be red color see so you can apply any color with RGB value है RGB मा जति पनि अप्लाई गरे हुन्छ like you can apply so it should range from 0 to 255 for example if you put 106, 90, 205 then it will be one color. So let's see this in browser. We don't know which color is that. So it's like almost purple color चाहिँ हाम्रो यहाँ आएछ.
Sir, last year order किया था.
Let me connect from my mobile data है त ल. अलि स्लो भयो कि मेरो. Just hold a minute ल. Okay, can you hear me now? All of you?
Sir.
I think I have joined from my 4G mobile, so I think it will work now. So see, so we were talking about the color, and now what we did is we put color to RGB value, and that is something like this, and it was the color of like something like purple. You can even change the value for these RGB value. So if you change value to something like anything you want, like 255, 165, and 0, so it will be no present of blue, only red and green, and there will be some combination. So you can see this in browser. So it's something like orange type or yellow type of color. So this is just one technique of putting color, right? One technique the name nahi bhayo directly, but all color may not have name. So you can put that in RGB value, but that technique pani cha, you may have some color pickers. तिमीलाई कुन color चाहिएको हो, so you can pick that color and put the RGB value. For example, color picker. If you search color picker in online, so you will get like this. So हाम्रो चाहिँ यही पनि आउँछ. So you can pick a color. जस्तै तिमीलाई चाहिँ if you need some color like sky blue type को यो type को color चाहियो भने, if you just put over here, you get the RGB value. It was 24 to 17 to 201. So if you put same 20, what was that? A value राख्यो भने 24, 217, 201. So 24, 217 and 201. So it will give color like this, right? एउटा sky blue type को color दिने हो. If you refresh the page, see the text, it is something like sky blue, हैन? यही color हो, exactly यही color भयो. So this RGB will define the color. ठीक छ? This was another technique, and another technique is, I have talked about the color name, I have talked about the RGB value, and another is the hex number. So you can simply put the color name in hex. So something like this. यही दिया छ hex value. So it will start with a hash symbol बाट start हुन्छ hex value. So if you give color to this, हैन, हामीले चाहिँ #18D9C9 दिए मैले, hexadecimal value भयो. It is exactly same as this, है, किनभनेदेखि यो एउटै कलर हो, x value र RGB value. You can see both are same. So if you refresh the page, both the text will be of same color भयो, because we have put the same color in RGB, we have put the same color in hexadecimal values. Is that all clear? बुझिन्छ? So there are so many values, right? There are so many values for hexadecimal values पनि धेरैवटा हुने भयो. There might be different values for RGB as well. Red, green, blue, RGB मा पनि धेरै हुने भयो. Or you can even put the color name. So you hex value like if you change to something like this, 6 वटा हुन्छ है. The first 2 will represent for red, second 2 will represent for green, third 2 will represent for blue. X मा. And if you refresh, it is something different color, हैन? हामीले randomly एउटा x value राखेका थियौ. It is different color ल. मैले अहिले अर्कै x value राखेँ 102473. It's something like this. अर्कै color भयो. So there might be different colors for the x value. ठीक छ? Is that all clear? So यसरी हामीले कलरहरु अप्लाई गर्न सक्छौं. And normally 3टा technique. And one more thing is we can also provide your RGB मा चाहिँ you can even provide the alpha value है. थर्ड भ्यालु हुन्छ. अब त्यो चाहिँ यहाँ टेक्स्टमा भिजिबल नहोला. I can show you in background पछि. म ब्याकग्राउन्डमा देखाउँछु त्यसलाई. ठीक छ? यति ठीक छ? ल let's try for the background है. मलाई यो बडी मा चाहिँ कुनै एउटा ब्याकग्राउन्ड कलर दिन मन लाग्यो. It is white now. Background मा white छ. But if you some different color for this background, so what you can do is you can select the body मै दिने. You can even give everything to body ल. बडी मा select the body. यहाँ छ नि त हाम्रो body tag. Body tag मा चाहिँ let's give background hyphen color to some color name. You can write something like light blue लेखें. So it will be like this. We have put some color at the background हैन. background मा color राख्दाखेरि अब यो text visible भएन भने you can change the color of the text है. यो visible भएन भने you can change this to some other color ल. अहिलेलाई blue राख्दिनु normal. You can change the background. You can even change the background color. The background like light blue नगरेर you can put light green. Light spelling mistake भयो. So you can put light green, something like this. Right? Or you can even put the color in this technique. हैन हामीले चाहिँ hash value मा राखे पनि भयो. You can even put this in hash. यो अर्कै कलर आयो. So यसरी you can put background है. You can put name directly or hash value or RGB value, anything you want. ठीक छ? त्यसको लागि चाहिँ background hyphen color. Not only for body, you can even give background color to any of your HTML elements. For example, if you have some paragraph with class, some class with bg or some class like with bg हैन. मैले एउटा के class दिएको. Let's put some text, and if you select this class and give background color, you can do that. So dot this, and then same as body, you can give background color to like red or something. मैले with bg लाई चाहिँ background color red दिने. So here it is. यसको background color red भयो नि. You can see background color is red now. So this red can be done by any of the way. Just the RGB गरेर दिन पनि सक्यो. First one is for red 255, second and third चाहिँ दुईटालाई 0 गर्दै मैले. It is still same because this represents red color. RGB 25500 ले. अब अर्को यहाँ थर्ड प्यारामिटर पनि फोर्थ प्यारामिटर पनि पास गर्न सकिन्छ. You can even pass alpha value. like यसको लागि चाहिँ RGBA भन्छौं हामी, and you pass alpha value. It will range from 0 to 1. 0 देखि 1 सम्म जान्छ. That is for the transparency or opacity को लागि हो. For example, if you put 1, it will be same. केही पनि फरक छैन. But if you put 0.5, लास्ट को भ्यालु चाहिँ RGBA को लास्ट एक अल्फा को भ्यालु चाहिँ 0.5 राख्यो भने it will be dimmed. कलर त रेड नै हुन्छ तर डिम भएर आउँछ. सी इट इज स्टिल रेड बट त्यो पछाडि चाहिँ हाम्रो चाहिँ डिम भएर आइरहेको छ अल्फा भ्यालुले गर्दा ट्रान्सपरेन्सी रिड्युस भएको हो ट्रान्सपरेन्सी रिड्युस भएको बट इफ यु पुट 0 दिस विल बी फुल्ली ट्रान्सपरेन्ट हैन ट्रान्सपरेन्ट भयो नि यो फुल ट्रान्सपरेन्ट भयो सो यु डिडन्ट सी द कलर जस्तै मैले 0.2 राखेँ भने इट विल बी समट लाइक दिस एकदमै ट्रान्सपरेन्ट भयो यसलाई चाहिँ हामी ट्रान्सपरेन्सी भन्छौँ तर 0.8 राख्यौँ भने चाहिँ अलिक बढी opaque भयो हैन और 1 राख्यौँ भने इट विल बी opaque कम्प्लिटली यस्तो हुन्छ RGBA भनेको चाहिँ यो पनि बुझ्नु पर्यो अल्फा भ्यालु भनेको चाहिँ द फोर्स प्यारामिटर विच रेन्जेस फ्रम 0 to 1 यसले चाहिँ ओपासिटी डिफाइन गर्छ अर ट्रान्सपरेन्सी डिफाइन गर्छ तिम्रो ट्रान्सपरेन्सी चाहिँ डिफाइन गर्ने भयो यसले फोर्सले चाहिँ you can even put that in you can even put this by the color name है color name बाट गरे पनि हुन्छ or anything any of the technique you may use like RGB use गरे पनि भयो or RGBA or color name or you can even give hexadecimal number है this is the color बुझ्दै छ कुराहरु के छ are you getting this
Yes, sir.
हामीले ब्याकग्राउन्डमा कलर राख्ने सम्मको काम गर्यौं यु क्यान इभन पुट इमेज एट द ब्याकग्राउन्डमा इमेज पनि राख्न मिल्छ है जस्तै लेट मी पुट यो बडीको कलरलाई लेट मी रिमुभ दिस कलर कमेन्ट गरे एन्ड आई विल पुट ब्याकग्राउन्ड इमेज ब्याकग्राउन्ड इमेज राख्ने टेक्निक हेर है ब्याकग्राउन्ड हाइफन इमेज एन्ड यु नीड टु गिभ दिस इन युआरएल मा दिने हो URL मा you need to give the path जस्तै म चाहिँ के दिन्छु भने I have images folder हैन हाम्रो यो सँगै images folder छ HTML with CSS भन्ने फोल्डरमा छौं हैन हामी सो यस्तो हुन्छ के भयो भने देखि सी where are we HTML with CSS यहाँ नै we are writing here color demo मा लेख्दै छौं हामी color demo मा लेख्दै छौं we don't have image over here let's make one file folder images folder बनाऊ and then put some image inside this म चाहिँ यो images को background.jpg लाई चाहिँ jpg लाई अनि यो count bg यो दुईटैलाई म कपी गर्छु and then I'll put this inside code HTML with CSS भित्रको भर्खर बनाएको images folder मा राख्छु मैले यसलाई so that means you can see HTML with CSS भित्र पनि we have now images folder what you can do URL मा you can simply do images slash कुन छ त इमेज count bd or something like this background dot jpeg you need to write with extension है background dot jpeg भन्ने इमेज रहेछ so if you put that and refresh the page you see there is some background image छ if that was not clear so let's put another background not this one but the another one count bg dot jpg यो इमेजलाई राखौं ब्याकग्राउन्डमा see there is background image है पछाडिपटि ब्याकग्राउन्ड इमेज छ this is not the color there is image है अब अरु इमेजहरु पनि you can try for example अहिले पो हामीसँग यहाँ दुईटा मात्र इमेज भयो त you can try for other images as well I think so there are some images let's copy this put this inside this images folder and let's write not the count bg अब अर्को चोटी चाहिँ let's write smiley dot png है .png अहिले चाहिँ smiley dot png भन्ने राखौं ल we have that image यहाँ छ यो इमेज we want to put this in background मा राख्दाखेरि that has been put but repeat भएर आइराछ we'll learn about that कसरी रिपिटेसन हटाउने भन्ने कुराहरु हेर्छौं but there is something in the background and image background मा बस्यो अब मैले अर्को इमेज राखेँ अहिले अर्कै इमेज राखेँ so you can put image at the background तर URL भनेर दिनुपर्ने हुन्छ है यसरी ठीक छ बडीमै दिइराछौँ हामीले कम्प्लिट बडीमा कुनै एउटा डिपमा मात्रै ब्याकग्राउन्ड दिन्छु भन्दा पनि यु क्यान डु द्याट है बट फर नाउ वी डिड द्याट इन बडीमै गरे हामीले चाहिँ ब्याकग्राउन्ड दियो अलराइट ठीक छ सो अब यहाँ रिपिट भयो नि त ब्याकग्राउन्ड हैन बिकज ब्याकग्राउन्ड वाज स्मल एन्ड द बडी साइज वाज बिग ब्याकग्राउन्डको इमेज चाहिँ सानो थियो एन्ड द बडी चाहिँ हाम्रो ठुलो थियो त्यो हुँदाले यो रिपिट भयो हेर त एउटै ब्याकग्राउन्ड एउटै इमेज हो बिकज आवर इमेज इज लाइक दिस सी हाम्रो इमेज यस्तो छ smiley.png यस्तो इमेज छ बट इट इज बिङ रिपिटेड हैन रिपिट भइराखेको छ है यो चाहिँ केले गर्दा भने ब्याकग्राउन्ड चाहिँ हाम्रो जहाँ ब्याकग्राउन्ड राखेको छौँ त्यो चाहिँ लार्जर देन आवर इमेज साइज भएकोले गर्दा हो सो फर द्याट वी हेभ अप्सन टु नट टु रिपिट दिस त्यसको लागि वाट वी क्यान डु ब्याकग्राउन्ड रिपिट चाहिँ यु क्यान पुट इट नन सरी ब्याकग्राउन्ड रिपिट नो रिपिट you can put like this background repeat no repeat if you do this it won't be repeated एउटा मात्रै आउँछ see only one came to the background that means how you manage that background repeat no repeat गर्यो भने but if you do not do this background repeat no repeat गरेन भने it will be repeated and there are some ways like this see background repeat चाहिँ तिमीले x direction मा मात्रै repeat गर्न सक्छौ so background repeat x गर्यो भने background repeat x then what happens it will be repeated to x direction only not in the right y direction see x मा मात्रै repeat भयो नि y तिर भनेको चाहिँ vertical चाहिँ repeat भएन it has been repeated horizontally only horizontal मात्रै repeat भयो repeat x गर्दा but if you have done repeat y गरेको थियो भने चाहिँ vertical मात्रै repeat हुन्थ्यो horizontal हुँदैन थियो see तल र माथि चाहिँ repeat भयो it is not repeated to the left and right so background repeat चाहिँ यसरी हामीले गर्न सक्छौं repeat x repeat y or no repeat if you put no repeat then it won't be repeated है यो तललाई कमेन्ट गरे if you put no repeat it won't be repeated ठीक छ के छ यसमा के छ ल let's put another image है यहाँ अलि सानो इमेज कुनै छ भने let's put this peak एक्समाइली पनि नराखेर मैले peak underscore bulb on .gif राखेँ मैले ल see that image came over there है background मा यो इमेज राखेँ मैले so you can even specify the position for the background है background को position कहाँनिर राख्ने त अहिले त लेफ्ट को टप मा छ हैन लेफ्ट टप मा छ you can even put this to right hand side को टप मा so for that you can do background position background hyphen position and then you put right top right को टप मा right side top मा right space top that means this background will go over there right top तिर है यहाँनेरि यतातिर जान्छ see right top मा गयो नि background you can even put that background to the right bottom right side को bottom मा राख्न पनि सक्छौ bottom मा भनेको तलतिर जाने भयो सी background went there हैन तलतिर गयो background right bottom भएर or you can put to the left top the by default पनि left top नै हुन्छ है if you do not give the position it will be left top by default or you can even put this in left bottom मा पनि यो चारवटा ठाउँमा चाहिँ हामीले ब्याकग्राउन्डलाई राख्न सक्ने भयो लेफ्ट को बटम मा हेर त let's put this now for now let's put this to right top right को top मा राखौं है right top मा राखौं see this is the back मतलब डु योरसेल्फ है, आफू पनि गर है। Mute your mic, all of you. Mic mute करो। कसकोमा डिस्टर्ब आएको हो? Sabine Yadav, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. भर्खर सुन्दैछ? एकदम डिस्टर्ब आइरहेको छ। Can you please mute your mic?
Okay, sir.
सबैजना बुझ्दैछ कि के छ? खै बोल्दैन तिमीहरू? Are you doing these things? मैले ब्याकग्राउन्ड राखेँ। I put background position है, ब्याकग्राउन्डमा इमेज राखेँ, ब्याकग्राउन्डको पोजिसन राखेँ। गर्दैछ यो? यसमा अर्को एउटा ब्याकग्राउन्ड अट्याचमेन्ट पनि छ। देयर इज वान अनदर प्रपर्टी ब्याकग्राउन्ड अट्याचमेन्ट है। ब्याकग्राउन्ड अट्याचमेन्ट मिन्स हाउ यु वान्ट टु पुट द्याट भनेको मतलब वेदर द ब्याकग्राउन्ड इमेज सुड स्क्रोल अर नट। हामीले स्क्रोल गर्दा जस्तै अहिले हेर न, अहिले केसमा के छ भने इफ यु स्क्रोल डाउन ब्याकग्राउन्ड इमेज विल गो अप हैन, ब्याकग्राउन्ड इमेज माथि नै जान्छ। अर इफ देयर इज सम मोर प्याराग्राफ, let me put one or two more paragraphs. धेरै paragraph राखेँ and there is background image and if you keep scrolling it will go upward हैन, scroll भएर जान्छ नि background, it's going upward. तर if you put background attachment to fixed भने background attachment राख्यो भने see when you scroll the background will be there, background scroll भएर जाँदैन। So background attachment fixed ले के गर्छ, when you scroll up the background will still be there. See, ठीक छ? यो we did background attachment fixed and there is another background attachment scroll जसले चाहिँ scroll भएर जान्छ है। background if you put background attachment to scroll then it will make like this. If you scroll down then it will go up. That means it is the default behavior भयो। default मा नराख्दा पनि नराखेकै भए पनि it will be scroll हैन, scroll भएरै जान्थ्यो। So background attachment scroll is the default one, but if you put background attachment to fixed then when you scroll down image will still be there, background will be there. See, it won't go up. Is that clear? This is because of background attachment. So what we did background image राख्यो हामीले, background repeat राख्यो, background position राख्यो, background attachment राख्यो। And even you can even apply background color पनि राखिदिराखौँ light green and it will be like this, light green color पनि छ, background image पनि छ हैन। background मा completely light green छ, there is background image as well and then अरु property हरु त छँदैछ हाम्रो। रिपिट चाहिँ हामीले गरेन ल, नो रिपिट राख्यो। पुरा ठीक छ? we have background color, we have background image, we have background repeat to no repeat, we have background position to right top and background attachment to fixed। यति कुरा छ हैन हाम्रो। So यो बुझ्यो नि हैन? Now we have write 5 lines of code for this। हेर त हामीले 5 line code लेख्यो नि त, 5 वटा लाइन, but we can write this in single line। हामीसँग सर्ट ह्यान्ड प्रोपर्टी भन्ने छ, सर्ट ह्यान्ड प्रोपर्टी that will allow us to write all of these code in single line. See, I'll write this. अब यो कसरी लेख्ने भने हेर है, I'll write background लेख्छु, then first I need to write the color. First मा color लेख्छु light green, and then space, then I put URL image को लागि हेर है यहाँ images /pic_bulb_on.gif. सेकेन्ड मा म के राख्छु भने URL राख्छु, and in third मा I'll write the repetition, no repeat. थर्ड मा space. फोर्थ मा चाहिँ I'll write the attachment. फोर्थ मा attachment यो राख्नु पर्यो फोर्थ मा, not the position. Attachment भनेको fixed. And fifth मा चाहिँ you need to write the position. Position is right top, right space top. See, so if I comment all of these lines, it will still be same because we have write this in shorthand property. र मैले माथिको सबै कमेन्ट गरेँ and यो मात्रै लेखेँ भनेदेखि it will still be same, no difference. See, no difference, everything is working fine, everything is working as of that. भनेको meaning instead of writing all of these code, म यत्रो धेरै कोड लेख्नुको सट्टामा हैन line लेख्नुको सट्टामा what I did is I wrote all of these things in a single line. त्यसको लागि short hand property use गरेको. So background लेखेँ मैले, and then at first you need to provide, यो यताउता हुन मिल्दैन है, यो लाइट ग्रीन लाई चाहिँ पछाडी पहिला इमेज राख्छु भन्दाखेरि it won't work हैन. फर्स्ट मा चाहिँ म इमेज राख्छु and then I'll write color भन्दा चाहिँ यसले चाहिँ काम गर्दैन फेरि हैन, प्रब्लम हुन्छ. यो कतिपय कुरा बुझेर गर्छ but it is not the way. So what you need to do is you need to put color at first, you need to put image URL at second, you need to put repetition at third, you need to put attachment and then position. अब कहिलेकाहीँ attachment छैन भनेदेखि you can remove this. यो फिक्स लाई हटायो भने पनि हुन्छ, it will work as scroll. अरूले काम गर्छ, छैन भनेदेखि you can remove. But we have done this in using shorthand property. Every single line मा हेर त. But you need to care about the order, है, order चाहिँ केयर गर्ने. केही छ यसमा? Is there any problem? खै.
No, sir.
So you can style, for example, you can even style your background. You can use this to style different buttons and all those. जस्तै तिमीले एउटा बटन बनायौ and it has some text, it has some text, and if you give class n भनेर क्लास दियो रे, ल एउटा यस्तो बटन बनायो तिमीले, ल फर एक्जाम्पल. अब यसलाई हामीले ब्राउजरमा हेर्ने हो भने त it will look like this. खै कहाँ गयो बटन? Where is the button? I didn't see. यहाँ टपमा हैन है बटन आयो नि some text भन्ने. How can you style this? ल ब्याकग्राउन्ड दिने कसरी गर्न सक्छौ त भन्दाखेरि you can simply select that btn select गर्ने, you can give background color चाहिँ you can give something like green हैन, ग्रीन बटन बनाउनु पर्यो भने it will be like this. अब यसलाई हामीले अरु अब यो भित्रको टेक्स्टको कलरलाई you can change it to white. टेक्स्ट कलर सम टेक्स्ट लेखेको छ नि त्यसलाई हामीले व्हाइट मा चेन्ज गर्यौं हेर्न हैन. अब अरु कुरा छ, हामी अब पढ्दै छौं, बोर्डर हामी पढ्दै छौं, नन गर्यो भने बोर्डर हट्छ हैन, हामी हेर्दै छौं त्यो कुराहरु, हामी आउँदै छौं. एन्ड देन we are going to learn about padding हामी सिक्दै छौं हैन. it will look like this. अब हेर्दाखेरि अलिक फरक खालको बटन देखियो नि. So it's all about the CSS, है. You can even give this color to blue or something. यो बटन हो, but we have done some our own style, है. त्यो कुराहरु छ. So यसरी हामीले we can use background. अहिले हामीले यो बोर्डर र प्याडिङ त पढाएको छैन. Let's remove this and just run this. अहिलेलाई ब्याकग्राउन्ड र कलर मात्रै चेन्ज गरे हामीले. Are you clear on this? यति कुराहरु गर्न सकिन्छ अब ब्याकग्राउन्ड र कलरको बारेमा चाहिँ अब है you need to learn this shorthand property as well है छोटोमा कसरी गर्ने भन्ने कुरा किन यति 5 वटा लाइन लेख्नुको सट्टा we can write this in single line स्पेसले सेपरेट गर्दै नट कमा है कमा समा देला फेरि बीचमा कमा हैन सेपरेट बाइ स्पेसले मात्रै सेपरेट गर्ने I think this will work la अब भोलिको क्लासमा चाहिँ we will learn about the borders CSS मा how can we apply border है इट्स भेरी सिम्पल थिङ हैन जस्तै हामीले चाहिँ यो प्याराग्राफमा बोर्डर दिन सक्छौं अब त्यो कुराहरु हामी भोलि सिक्छौं है कसरी बोर्डर दिने भन्ने कुराहरु चाहिँ not only border we will learn about borders we will learn about
Padding.
margin padding box model and all this stuff है ल आजलाई यति नै गरौँ है त त्यसो भए Do you have any queries? के क्वेशन छ? खै त
सर त्यो मेरो बटनको यो कलरै चेन्ज भएन
What you did? के गर्यो कलर दिदा? कलर कि ब्याकग्राउन्ड कलर?
त्यो बटनको मात्र के सर त्यो यो
कलर भनेको चाहिँ टेक्स्टको कलर हो ब्याकग्राउन्ड कलर भनेको जुन कलर देखिन्छ नि त्यो चाहिँ ब्याकग्राउन्ड कलर हो सी यो ब्लू चाहिँ ब्याकग्राउन्ड कलर भयो व्हाइट चाहिँ कलर भयो के if you apply color that will be the color of the text selector मिलेन कि क्लास राखेको छ भने you need to do by dot गरेर गर्नु पर्यो स्पेस हैन है डट स्पेस हुँदैन नि सँगै हुन्छ भयो तिम्रो
भयो सर भयो
Any other questions? Otherwise, I'll wrap for today then. La, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.